Hey guys, my name is Yaniris. Welcome to my channel. So today I really wanted to make sort of like a freshman community college tips / lessons I've learned. I'm currently a freshman. This is my spring semester. I don't really have a major right now because I'm just trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, let's get started. One of my lessons that I've kind of learned in community college is, and just college in general, is just being alone and drifting away from friends. And I know that sounds really depressing, like being alone, but yeah, when you go to college, it's just a lot different, you know? I feel like that's really vague, and I'm sorry, but you know, when you're in high school, you've gone to high school with the same four people, with the same people for 4 years, and if you sort of live in a small city or in a small town, you probably have known those people your entire life. And then all of a sudden, those like really close friendships and everyone you've kind of always known, they go in their own separate direction, and it kind of sucks. Like, you go from going somewhere for 7 hours a day where you know I don't want to say the majority, but you know, a good amount of people, and you're comfortable with them, and you know what they're like, and they know what you're like, and then all of a sudden you don't have those people really in your day-to-day life anymore. So yeah, one of the things that I quickly learned was just like me being alone. Even though I went to a community college and I knew a lot of people who were also going there because it's a very local place, I still felt alone because my best and closest friends weren't really going there. And so it was just weird, you know? It's weird going someplace and not really knowing anybody, like eating by myself, getting there, parking, going to class, like not really talking to anybody, and I just overall feeling very alone. Now I'm like used to it. I think I'm comfortable with it. Like, second thing is kind of more of a tip, and it's do not procrastinate. Do not put things off. Oh my god, like if you did not learn this lesson in high school, please learn this lesson now in college. Like if this didn't become sort of like a skill or a habit for you in high school, you really need to pick it up in college, because the workload, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's harder. I mean, it is harder, but it's not significantly harder. It's just a lot more time consuming. You have to really make it a lot more, I don't know what to say, but like mature and just adequate. It's just gonna take a longer time. It's gonna take a longer time because you are in a whole new space. The expectations are a lot higher, and I'm sure you know this, everybody knows this, but once you're actually there, you're like, oh crap. So yeah, do not put things off. Do not put off your homework, your essays. Like, you're gonna hate yourself so much more, because in reality, a lot of people in college, like, they're working hard, they're putting in the work, they're attending all of their classes, they're doing all their homework, and then it sort of just makes you look even worse. It makes you feel even worse about yourself if you're not really putting in all the work like everyone else is. You know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, the second you get assignments, I would say just go ahead and do them. Like, just do it. So my next tip would be that your syllabus is your best friend, and you really need to utilize it. Your syllabus is going to help you with your professor's contact information. They're going to tell you their email, their phone number, all that jazz. They're also going to probably tell you the best way to contact them so that you could get a quicker response. It's probably going to have their policies on absences. You know, how many times can you be late? How many times can you be absent? Their late policy. Some professors just don't like you being late, and they might not even let you in if you are late. It's just gonna be so nice that you can just look at this piece of paper, or if it's online, just look online and see, okay, for this week I have, 3 chapters that I need to read, and I have 2 assignments due, and I have a test next week. And it just helps so much with planning. They might even put like the breakdowns of assignments on the syllabus, so like, okay, maybe my homework is more important than my test grade, so I know I need to like pay more attention to my homework than my testing or whatever. My next tip would be to sit in the front of class. So this is something that I actually do every single class. Like I said, I'm in my spring semester and I've only been in class for I think a little bit over a month, and I made sure to sit in the front of class in every single one of my classes. I really do feel like it makes a difference. Like I just feel like nobody likes to sit in the front, so usually there's a lot of empty seats in the front. So you have that. Your professor is just gonna probably see you way better in the front than in the back. So, maybe they might even recognize your face, or they might learn your name. Let me think, what else? Oh yeah, and you're just gonna be able to concentrate better. I'm really short, and every time I've sat in the back, I end up not being able to see the board. I don't know if it's like a punishment for sitting in the back or something. I will have a super tall person just plant themselves right in front of me. Like, I don't know what it is. And I show up to class nice and early, right? And I'm like, okay, like, great. There's nobody in front of me. I'm in the back. I'm chilling. Nope. 10 minutes, 15 minutes late. This tall person, they are super late. They can't find a seat, and they just plant themselves right in front of me. And bam, there goes my viewpoint for the board. So it sucks. Just sit in the front, guys. Oh, my next tip goes with the previous one, but it would be to just arrive early to class. This is something that I kind of learned in college, or I don't know if it's just because I go to community college or what it is, but people are usually early to class. And by early, I mean like 5 to 10 minutes. Like, they're already set, they've got their laptop, their notes, whatever, and they're just like up and ready to go. A lot of times they're in the classroom before the professor even gets there. Like, that was just crazy to me. But just arrive early, because it's not that like anybody's gonna care if you're late, but it's a little bit awkward if you're like 10 minutes, 15 minutes late, and everybody else is already, up and ready to go. So just be there early, be prepared, and yeah. Would just be for anybody who's working and going to college, and that is, college should be your first priority. I completely understand if you're working full-time and you're living on your own and you've got a family, or you're married and you guys are splitting the bills or whatever, but if you are gonna go to college and really graduate and really make it worthwhile, then college has to be your first priority. It's got to come before work. I understand that this is very, very different for everybody, but for me, like, I'm very fortunate and I'm very lucky that I am living with my parents still. So all that I really have is a part-time job. But when I started college, it was a little bit difficult, because although my work schedule was, accommodating to my class schedule, I still had to find the time to really get homework done. Like, that was kind of hard for me to do. Like, okay, like, I wake up, I go to college, then I go to work, and then I go to bed. So no, you have to just really find the time to do your classwork. Maybe you might have to cut back on hours at work. Maybe, talk to your boss about your schedule, or just get a new job. I know that this isn't the most realistic thing for people who are sort of non-traditional students coming back to school, but if you're young and you aren't living on your own, I think it's pretty reasonable. Yeah, if you want to make college worthwhile, make it your priority. Find the time, find the days for you to just sit at home, sit in the library, wherever you need to do, and just get your work done. And then my next tip is kind of like contradictory to this one, but it would just be to have your off days. Have at least one day in the week where you don't have to go to work and you don't have to go to class. maybe don't have to go to work, but maybe you're like working less hours. Maybe you're only doing like a 5-hour shift instead of a 7-hour shift. Or maybe you have the morning off, or maybe you have the night off. And have that day, and don't schedule in anything. Maybe you could just run errands and just stay at home and just chill. Like, it's college, it's hard, you just need your day. You need your you day, you know, you need your you time to just relax and just keep your sanity. Next would be take advantage of the discounts. There are so many discounts out there, and if you don't know about them, they could really just fly over your head. I know there's this website called Unidays, and you could just make an account and, you know, put in your information, and it'll tell you sort of what websites have student discounts, so you could get a couple percentages off, so you could maybe get 10 or 15% off. I know that Amazon does 6 months for free for college students. I personally use that. Mine is almost expired, which sucks, but yeah. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for sticking until the end. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up, and let me know any other like video ideas you want me to do. I'm definitely gonna do something along the lines of my experience at community college, because I feel like the majority of college videos really cater to like the 4-year university, you know, like dorm experience. So I would love to just talk about what community college is like, the pros and cons, the benefits, and all that stuff. So yeah.